Paul Sports Cards and Collectibles. We're so excited to be here today to celebrate 30 years in business. Paul, we thank you for your investment here in the Alleghany Highlands. We congratulate you on this milestone, and you know, what a neat business to have here. It draws people from all over. I know we were just talking about the fact that you have a lot of online sales as well. People reaching out to you electronically now in order to make a purchase. And we again just want to thank you for continuing to do business here in the Alleghany Highlands and the investment that you've made. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Jonathan Arrett, who's my board chair.
Well, thank you, Teresa, and thanks to everybody for being here today. Sports memorabilia and memorabilia in general is something a lot of people are pretty passionate about, and standing in here today, as Matt and I were just talking, kind of jogs back a lot of childhood memories of baseball and football card collecting. So a lot of passion involved with this, and we're blessed to have, you know, this establishment here for as long as it's been here. So again, thank you for your perseverance and contributions to the community. Let me introduce some of the other folks speaking today. On behalf of the City of Covington, Vice Mayor David Crozier.
I was thinking on the way over what to say to this. 30 years is a heck of a long time. That's longer than I've been around. But, hush Pam, hush. But no, seriously, I got to thinking 30 years in business, in any business, if you look back through history, is a huge statement, because a lot of businesses, for whatever reason, have their issues. But in this area, 30 years in business, I started running the math in my head. That puts you in a category of probably one of the longer termed business owners in our area. There's probably, you know, maybe 6 or 7 that, you know, been there as long as you and older, but that's a sentiment in and of itself, that you have withstood the change in climate, you have withstood everything, especially over the last year and a half, and you have been here for 30 years. So congratulations from the City of Covington.
And representing the town of Clifton Forge, Mayor Pam Marshall.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for me being here. I've been away for a while. I didn't know this existed, but certainly from the outside it's very deceiving. So many things in here. I lived in Washington, D.C. for 34 years, and I'll bring my first Redskins memorabilia today. So I just thank you for being here so long. We don't have anything like this in Clifton Forge, so now I know where to come to load up on all my Redskins.
Y'all can't have it.
Well, we can share them though.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you all.
And from Alleghany County, Chairman Matt Garth.
Paul, I just wanted to say, it doesn't seem like it was 30 years ago when you all were in the other building and I was opening packs, going through to see what I could find. 30 years has flown by, but in those 30 years, you've, whether you realize it or not, have become a staple of the downtown Covington economy, and I don't know how to thank you enough, because as David said, it's not easy to be open any business for 30 years. Things change, you know, the economies change, everything changes. So I mean, the dedication you've had to be here and the work you've put in, I mean, it shows. We're very lucky to have, you know, someone with your commitment. I just can't get over the 30-year mark. That's fantastic. I'm dating myself now. But yeah, I mean, congratulations, and I think we're ready for another. The business you're in, cyclical, so I think you're ready for another boom here coming up. So hang on, and I think you'll do well even for another 30 years. But again, thank you all.
And from the Alleghany Highlands Economic Development Corporation, Terry McClung.
Paul, we appreciate your investment here. I didn't realize all of this was in here until I came in here the other day to buy Pokemon cards for one of my grandbabies. But there's a lot of stuff in here, and 30 years is a long time. We appreciate you being here, and I know the past year and a half probably hasn't been easy, but we appreciate everything you're doing to stay open and stay in Covington. So thank you. Thank you for your 30 years.
It's my pleasure to introduce Paul Dameron, who's the owner of Paul's Card Shop and Collectibles. And I wanted to mention a couple things, to Matt's point about, coming in here as a kid. I remember sending my kids in with their allowance for the week. And they never came back with any money.
Tell Paul's been here 30 years.
But it was great for them to have a place to come, and they learned a lot about collecting cards. And to your point earlier, we were talking about the fact that Pokemon was what they were collecting some at the time, and now it's come around again. So anyway, a wealth of knowledge that you have about these types of collectibles. And again, I would like to introduce you to say a few words.
Well, thank you all. Thanks everyone for taking time out from their busy day. Over the 30 years, I'd really like to thank my family for putting up with me.
Yes!
They've helped a lot. I'd like to thank my father for when I was 10 years old for buying cards for me. I'd really like to thank him for when I was 20 years old and worked at Pizza Hut and was just goofing off. He'd give me an ultimatum: I'd get a real job, go back to college, or open a card shop. Well, the card shop was a good thing. So I'd like to thank all my customers from all around. I'd like to thank Covington in general. It's been a great time. And talk about aging, I'm now seeing like your kids, your grandkids. I watched y'all from here, and now y'all are bringing y'all's kids in, and it's an amazing cycle. I've made a lot of good friends. That's probably what besides making a living, I take that as probably the best thing I've gotten from here, is making a lot of good friends that I never would have made. I never would have met these people, so it's been pretty good. So, and I do thank y'all for coming out and taking time from your day. So,
Well, take a few minutes.
yes, it's amazing seeing the cycle come back around. I didn't think I'd make the cycle, but I did.
But take a few minutes and look around, everyone.
All
They've got some.
novelty items are 10% off today.
They've got some refreshments, and what I'd like for us to do is try to. Is it raining outside?
No.
Okay. I think we are going to step outside for the ribbon cutting.
It's raining now.
It is raining.
Just see coming down.
Probably started while we were talking.
Yeah. Well. Okay.